Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master and Pro Player, and we are here to play Mono Blue Merfolk in Modern. We're 2-2 so far with this sort of semi-M Hayashi's build. But before we get into that, we're going to thank our sponsor, the manabase.com. And for all your Merfolk needs, you go check me out on the manabase.com. Your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. So we won the die roll, which is good because I would like to save face with this list. We're going to... It's a bit land heavy, but we're going to keep it. It's better than mulliganing, in my opinion. Who knows what will happen when you mulligan? You could mulligan into complete garbage. This deck does not take advantage too much of extra lands, except for the Smuggler's Copters and the Temple of Malice. What the hell? Who plays this? Well, I'm confused. And they put a card on top of their deck. Okay. More lords. Fine with me. Maybe this is some sort of Jund deck? Who plays Temple of Malice? This has got to be a brew. Or maybe it's just something I don't know about. So, Faithless Looting deck with Temple of Malice. Ooh, so it's Reanimator. When it goes there from anywhere, shuffle it back into your library. So our hand is not good, but it's not terrible because we do have lords. So we can apply a relatively fast clock. On the other hand, this Dismember is pretty bad. So we can attack for 3. Attack for 3, next turn attack for 8. Or do I attack for 2, then attack and then have Smuggler's Copter ready? Because if we draw, even Chalice of the Void would not be too bad. Cast it on 2, that'd be great. Or even cast on 1. I'm trying to think of the things that we can draw that can help us here. Let's just play Lords. I'm not sure about it, so let's do the easy thing. The thing that will get it all done. Attack for 3, put our opponent down to 17. So 2-turn clock, hopefully our opponent cannot combo off. Dismember is not going to be useless because if our opponent reanimates a Grizzlebrand and tries to draw cards, and then decide to attack with it, we can shrink it down to a 2-2 and they won't gain as much life as they thought they were going to. And then therefore they cannot keep drawing more cards. But this deck does use this World Spine Worm combo with Nourishing Shoal to gain a bunch of life. So, I mean, they can still combo off anyway. Oh, here's a neat thing. We could maybe block that Grizzlebrand with Smuggler's Copter. And then force them to do all that drawing cards in mid-combat, otherwise it would die. It's an interesting addition, Temple of Malice. Can't remember. I think this deck plays some versions of this deck plays Emrakul. So having a bunch of permanents on the board is a good thing. All right, there we go. They're going off, people. It's happening through the breach. Okay. Grizzlebrand? Hopefully Grizzlebrand. World Spineworm. Haste and Trample. When it dies, create 3 5/5 green worm tokens. Okay. So, any way you want to look at this is not good for us. So I could dismember this thing, or I could dismember... I think I'm going to dismember one of the tokens. Maybe we can survive this. They all have Trample. That's a pickle now, isn't it? So we need 2 lords. We need one more lord. Quest Silver Guild Adept. Is that going to help us? Probably. 8/8. Yeah, I can do a pretty good job of blocking. Alright, that's the best we can do. Not bad. Not a bad way to stabilize. Hopefully our opponent is out of gas. And if we draw one Spreading Seas, we just win. Just straight up win. Let's see, does our board collapse after we make all these blocks? It's possible. So I have to make these blocks. I have no choice. We can definitely kill off 2 lords. 1 damage would be on this Lord of Atlantis, 1 damage would be on this. No, they can just kill off 2 lords. That's it. And we'll be left with a Lord of Atlantis and a Silver Guild Adept on the board. This would be a fantastic way to win the game if we can win it. It's not every so often that your Dismember against a Through the Breached World Spine Worm wins the game. Okay, let's see what they leave us with. Those lands came in hand. Yep, it's exactly how I expected it to be. So I guess there's going to be a Faithless looting, the loot. And let's see if we can make a comeback here. That's a really good draw. That's a really good draw. That puts a clock on our opponent. We'll keep the land in hand for the Smuggler's Copter if we ever get to block something and loot. Alright, we're threatening to win the game. I think we're threatening to win the game next turn. Yeah, we are. We're threatening lethal damage. Alright, go do your worst. We can block a Grizzlebrand. I don't know how happy we're going to be to do that, but we can do that. That's a thing. Okay, there's the Grizzlebrand. Every way that we can possibly interact with this deck is actually coming into practice here. I would love to loot. Oh, I would love to get rid of this Ether Vial. So if they miss with this thing, they're dead. If they missed on that draw, but they can afford to draw one more time. They can go to 2. They have the Nourishing Shoal. All right, we're in trouble. Go back to 20. They could do this all over again, and then they can create a. They can have another combat step with some stupid card, and they're just peeling life off of their life total. Like it grows on trees because maybe it does. So if they find another Nourishing Shoal, then it's easy for them to do this. And they'll just go through their deck for a card that gives them another attack step, and then they'll just kill us. Faithless looting again. Seaman Spirit Guide. Probably play a million rituals. Oh, you want to do this. Okay, so they're bringing Borborygmos Enraged, and they'll just throw a bunch of lands at our face. It's fine. We'll concede. That's one thing they can do too. They can do that as well. So we'll bring in Relic, because that just cripples them. We'll bring in Deprive. Echoing Truth is not too bad. Tidebinder's not too bad either. We'll see what we can do with Tidebinder Mage. Not a fan of Smuggler's Copter. Dismember is really bad, even though it sort of interacted with our opponent that game. We're likely to take out some Spreading Seizes are fine, so that we can get through the World Spineworm. I don't know if we need a million of them. I'm trying to think of, from what we saw, Chalice of the Void was not very good in this matchup. It can cut off Faithless Looting, and I think that's about it. Harbinger's great. Harbinger, you're an all-star. How about we'll shave a Chalice, we'll shave a Tidebinder Mage. I don't know if we really want this Chalice, but maybe. I don't know about this hand. I'm going to mulligan this, because they can win through more than just the graveyard. They can use Through the Breach, and this hand might end up just doing nothing. It's not super dependent on the graveyard. This hand also is not very impressive. But they mulligan too. I'm going to keep, hope to draw an island, and we're just going to go aggro. My plan would be to play 2 Lords, and then start holding up Deprive. Okay, we found an island. Not going to play Chalice. I think it'll be too low impact. Although if we get to 4 lands, I might play Chalice on 2. That at least stops a decent chunk of their cards. See, I think the only thing that Chalice hits is Faithless Looting. I think that's it. Threw away Goryo's Vengeance, so they're looking for a creature. I might play Chalice on 1 next turn, if it shuts off Faithless Looting for 3. Well, that's interesting. They have all the Faithless Lootings. Swamp, swamp. They're sculpting their hand very well. Well, that changes everything I was about to do. So let's now attack with Lord of Atlantis. Let's play Relic. Hopefully Relic can go to town. Do I crack it now? Do you know what? I'm not going to crack it now. If they want to keep using Faithless Lootings, I think I would be fine with that. I'm not fine with Collective Brutality, though. Okay, so here's Manamorphose. Storm count 1. If I draw a land, considering the texture of the graveyard with all these 1-drops, these Faithless Looting flashbacks, because remember, I might, if I draw a land, I might play Chalice of the Void so that I can hold off these Faithless Lootings while holding up a 1-mana thing here. Oh, that's brutal. That's a good one. Reveals his or her hand. You take an instant sorcery from it and discard that card. Okay. So goodbye, Deprive. So now that our opponent is almost empty-handed, I'm actually for sure going to play this Chalice of the Void next turn. Our opponent is basically empty-handed, and they can't take the Chalice of the Void. 2 cards left? That's trash. Oh no! That's awkward. That's awkward. You know what? I'm going to take it back. I'm going to play this Aether Vial. I think this is too important. I'm going to let them Faithless Looting one more time. They still don't have a lot of cards to work with. I mean, they might have Through the Breach and World Spineworm or some nonsense like that, but whatever. Okay. There's World Spineworm. There it goes. And see, hopefully now I can deploy creatures at a decent rate while this Aether Vial is available. Please do not World Spineworm me, bro. Okay. That's good. More lands, the merrier. Hold up Relic. Maybe cancel that. We could Violin Silvergill Adept. Oh, these sort of decks play Anger of the Gods, though. But my idea was to Violin Silvergill Adept. If we draw Deprive, then we would hold that up instead of tapping this blue mana. Because if I do this, this plays around like a sweeper if I do this. But if I draw Deprive, I will sort of be punished. But we don't have many Deprives in our deck, so I'm willing to get punished a little bit. And pass. So we're soft to Through the Breach. Pretty soft to Through the Breach. Draw 2 cards, you lose 2 life. Sure. Coral Helm, you are the commander now. You are the new commander. Okay, we can always say no. Always trigger. We don't have any 3-drops in this deck. We can level this guy up to 3? Pretty high. And maybe threaten to win the game next turn. So this is a way of not committing too many creatures to the board to an ugly effect. I guess I could have just left it on 2 and then represented counterspells. Okay, next turn we're trying to play Master of the Pearl Trident, level up the commander to 4, attack with everything for the win. The problem is we still have like a 3rd game to play. That's a problem. Alright, Desperate Ritual. Gotcha. Simian Spirit Guide. Through the Breach. Gotcha. Please be Emrakul. Not Emrakul. And not cool. Draw 7 cards. Oh, that's not good. Ah, it's an annoying deck. Like, they may not even attack with this thing right now. They might just try to go for the Boar Biragomos, whatever, the enraged guy, and try to win like that. Because if they attack, they could run into Harbinger of the Tides, which I think I'm going to try to kill them with right now. Well, I mean, I'm going to crack Relic, and I'm going to try to draw a Harbinger of the Tides. And if we draw Harbinger, then we can bounce the Grizzlebrand. We do not draw Harbinger of the Tides. We are going to take 7 damage to the face. Our opponent gains a bunch of life. They can activate Grizzlebrand one more time. But you know what? They would have to. I think they would have to be really unlucky to whiff here. Very unlucky to whiff. I think they still have a land drop for the turn as well. What can you do with the Chalice on 1? Okie dokie. Gain more life. Please just deck yourself. Please. That's it? 16 life. Okay, let's put the Coral Helm Commander in play. Maybe we can win. Or are they going to... Oh, they can flash it in play with, what's it called? The thing. So we need... Oh, we need a lot of help here then. They can play through the breach and put Grizzlebrand into play. So now how do we do this? Okay, all the World Spine Worms trigger. Oh, they're gonna put a World Spine Worm into play instead. Oh no, they're gonna get this guy. Oh, that's cute. So at the cleanup step, so normally you're not allowed to put anything on the stack during the cleanup step when you have to discard, but so long as there is a trigger on the stack, then you are allowed to play things. So that's what this guy is doing. They waited for the World Spine Worm to go on the stack, because when it goes into the graveyard, you have to shuffle it back into your library. And then with that on the stack, they decide to play Through the Breach, not Through the Breach, sorry. Goryo's Vengeance to put this guy into play and then just kill us with lands. That was cute. All right. We concede. So, not a very good showing for M. Hayashi's list. I don't think my changes changed anything. Let's go back to the deck. So we put the Gemstone Caverns in. I think it's a great addition to this deck. It's definitely what this deck wants. So you can play Chalice of the Void on turn 1 and play anything on turn 1 so long as you're on the draw. What else? We didn't see as big of an impact of Chalice of the Void in this league. Not really. And I do have to say Chalice of the Void not very good against Jund, which is, supposed to be getting much more popular. Maybe Coral Helm Commander has to be changed for something else. I mean, the guy changes like Coral Helm Commander and Chalice of the Void all the time. Sometimes he puts it in the sideboard and then puts other things back into the main deck. So I know there's potential in the list because of how cleanly it beats some archetypes. But I don't know if overall this is something I would want to play going into the future. I think this was hands down my worst result, going 2-3. But it's just not something I like. It's like okay, But that's not good. It's not good. I couldn't say, oh, I'm gonna win a GP with this thing. So when Chalice of the Void is good, this thing looks really good. I can see it winning certain decks, but if you... How can I put it? It's conceding a lot of matchups, I think. I think it's conceding a lot of matchups. Not super well-rounded. Deprive is fine, I guess. Deprive is good. So long as you have enough... As long as you're not playing with Cavernous Souls. Cavernous Souls, probably not very important right now. What else to say? Unless I made a ton of errors. We just certainly didn't run the best. Against that Goryo's Vengeance deck, I think we had a pretty good hand. Maybe I should have played Chalice of the Void on one when I had the opportunity and then screwed the Ether Vial. Maybe I was overrating Relic. Holding up Relic. I don't know. That's something for the comments section below. I don't know. What do you guys think about this list? I don't think Fairy Conclave would have helped me in any of the matchups that we played. We got thoroughly thrashed in everything. It's fun to play. It's fun to play, but I don't know if it's competitive. So after this, we're going to go back to something normal. Some normal mono blue. But anyway, so with that, we are going to go play some fun game now. Here we go. We're playing Vegas Pool Sharks. New game. Oh my god, look at that gaze. She's into me. Alright, let's play straight pool. 8 ball, 9 ball. So what's straight pool? Ooh, I can pull this away? So what happens? Do I let go? I do let go. I don't really like the three-dimensional part of it all. Holy crap, she can... She can shoot while staring at me! Wow, this game guides me a little bit too much, but that's fine. Boom! I'm the stripes. You're the solids. No, but I'm the stripes. Or is that how straight pool works? I've never played the straight pool. But it sounds like I win money if I do this. Alright, let's go. Beautiful. I'll tell you what I'd rather be playing, the slot machine right behind it. What? Well, that's not good. What are you looking at me for? You should be happy that you got that. I win $100. Purchase upgrade. No. The last thing I'm going to... Oh, look, that's hilarious. I have declined the upgrade, and now the woman is frowning at me. Okay, okay. Anything going in the hole? Something went in. All right, I'm cleaning it up. I'm cleaning it up. Looks like there's no rhyme or reason to this game. It's just let's shoot anything in any hole. No, we're not doing this. We're gonna move this thing around. There we go. Now I'm getting used to this. Oh, that ball. We're going after that one. No. I don't want top spin. We're going after this one. That's right. Easy does it. Go in your home. Oh no! I scratched. She seems very upset with me when I lose. Angle it in. I won again. I'm making a killing off of this woman, though, that's for sure. She's gonna help me buy, like, all the expeditions. When I'm done, I'm gonna get a full Black Lotus out of this. Okay, I actually want... I want all... I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. We need to go after a different... ball. I want to take all her money. No. I don't know how to change the direction of the pool cue. Okay, there we go. No! I don't think I'm gonna get another shot. Not in straight pool. Well, I took more of her money. Okay, one more try. Somehow I'm suddenly motivated to earn enough money so I can buy a full set of beta. I'm winning like $500 a game, and at that rate, you know, how can you go wrong? I just want to know what happens if I clear the table. It looks easy enough to do that. Maybe if I show her all my pool skills, she'll invite me to her own swimming pool. This is not going to be good. Okay, hold on. I want a different ball. Let's go after... No, that one's not good either. Okay, none of these balls are particularly great. The red can hit the yellow into the pocket. I could go for the blue one. It's not bad. Okay. Hey, give me the line. Okay, you were giving me the line. I want to see the line though. Give me the line. Red ball. What? There we go. So here's the idea. I can't see. Oh, there's a line. We're going to try to line up perfectly. Get in the corner pocket. That's the plan. Damn it! All that preparation for nothing. Yeah, I'm pissed too. Well, I've had enough of this. So do you know what we're going to do? We're going to thank M. Hayashi for the really cool list. It was very interesting. I can't get behind it anymore. But do you know what? Thanks, M. Hayashi. And we're going to say a proper thank you to M. Hayashi with the beautiful Chalice of the Void Smuggler's Copter list. I'm certain we're going to see more. We're going to see it in the results again. Thanks, M. Hayashi. Thanks. Yeah, put it at the bottom here. M. Hayashi. You know, it was a cool deck. We had some nice, fun, incredibly fast wins. For the viewers, maybe not so fun. You know, the games were very short. So, we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon, and we're also going to thank themanabase.com for being our sponsor. This has been Nikachu, playing Merfolk in Modern and some really bad pool.